Hello everyone. My topic is mainly about the issue of the inequality and how can we solve it. Inequality is an unfair and not equal state. According to Wiktionary, it refers to a statement that of two quantities, one is specially less than or greater than another. However, in nowadays life, inequality exists in many different ways, such as economical inequality and social inequality and so on. And the reason that I would like to pick this topic is that in the movie 2012, which is also my primary source, when the apocalypse came, only the person who could be able to pay $10 million and people who had higher social status could get the tickets for the Noah Ark, which could help them to survive the apocalypse. I think it is unfair for the people who had contribution to the Ark or those people who found the prediction of the 2012. Social inequality occurs when resources in a given society are distributed unevenly, typically through norms of allocation that engender specific patterns along lines of socially defined categories of persons. It is the differentiation preference of access of social goods in the society brought about by power, religion, kinship, race, gender, age, sexual orientation, and class. One of the typical examples of the different social status is the social class in US. Social class in the United States is a controversial issue, having many competing definitions, models, and even disagreements over its very existence. Many Americans believe in a simple three-class model that includes the rich, the middle class, and the poor, which also called the lower class. And then is the economical inequality. So let's talk about the income inequality first. Income includes the revenue streams from wages, salaries, interest on a savings account. Income inequality refers to the extent to which income is distributed in an uneven manner among the population. In the United States, the gap between the rich and everyone else has been growing markedly by every major statistical revenue for some 30 years. The other element of the economical inequality is the wealth inequality. The distribution of wealth is a comparison of the wealth of various members or groups in a society. The United States exhibits wider disparities of wealth between rich and poor than any other major developed nation. In the United States, wealth inequality runs even more pronounced than income inequality. The income inequality may bring such bad effects as health issues. From the picture, we can tell that the more the income inequality a country has, the worse the index of health and social problems it has. As the picture shows, the United States has the highest income inequality, so as a result, the United States has the worst health problems. So how and why the inequality exists? Although people deserve the same rights, there is no natural law that states that everyone should be equal. Because people have different ability to earn money or to do a job, there is income inequality. Because people have different ability to get a political or an economical status, there is social inequality. So what is the result of the inequality? Inequality has been a hot issue over a long time. According to Nicholas, economic inequality would bring both advantages and disadvantages to our society. He argues that rising levels of economic inequality often correlate with economic growth, because the differences between the economic level in a country has positive correlation with the economic growth. However, the bad consequences of the inequality are much more than the benefits of it. As I mentioned before, higher income inequality would result in worse health issues. Economic inequality would also decrease the education and increase the crime. And in my opinion, one of the most important results of inequality is the discrimination. In human social affairs, discrimination is treatment or consideration of or making a distinction in favor of or against a person based on the group, class, or category to which the person is perceived to belong rather than on individual attributes. We can always see discrimination in our daily life. Nowadays, people might be discriminated because they might have a lower income level or they don't look the same as others. In the picture, the employer rejected the employee before checking the resume and saying, "We don't allow people like you." He basically mean he doesn't allow people with just different colors. So the racial discrimination is the most common discrimination. How to solve the problem? We should avoid discrimination. No matter what the differences a person and others have, humans deserve the same rights. There should be no discrimination in the world. In order to achieve that, we can avoid the inequality at first. There are possible solutions to solve the inequality in the modern world. However, it seems not possible to reach the level of no inequality at all. The society can't be totally equal. We can reduce the income inequality by raising income tax rates on capital income. Reducing political rents benefits the wealthy as well, opening more opportunities for the unemployed works and so on. In conclusion, inequality has always been a big issue among people's life. Although most people can't feel it, it brings bad consequences to the society. So people should continue working on solving the issue by the possible solutions. And we should not discriminate others based on their income level or just the external differences. Thanks for listening.